I've watched a lot of debates on what the best DAW is, learning from professionals, interviews, all kinds of Reddit forum posts. What's the best DAW for like hip hop, professional people, and also just sidechain losers like me. And we're all wondering like, what's the best DAW? And it usually comes down to like, any of them are pretty much good enough. Just learn it, spend the time in and stick with it and never leave and you'll be fine. Stop like looking at grass is greener syndrome because your music sucks. Learning a new DAW sucks, but sometimes you get fed up with a DAW and you're looking elsewhere. And today's gonna be a bit of a ranty episode about what the best DAW is and why some are never on the list and others are always there. And
a secret society silently lying like a last breath they're dying.
So you know where I'm coming from. I like to make hip hop music. Sometimes I sing, sometimes it's just ambient, happy stuff, space music type of thing. And I started with Fruity Loops. I found a free program. I was like, oh my God, this is cool, but it was weird. I could never get used to it. Then a friend gave me a burnt copy of Reason 2.5 and immediately I was like, that looks so much cooler. Oh my God, the racks and the cables, and how do you record though? And I could not for the life of me figure out how to record. I pressed record, I'm playing on my keys and I'm like, where's the notes? And so like there was this convention downtown, we went and there was a guy with a Reason booth and I went up to him, I was like, how do you record? And he's like, oh, you just like lift up this sequencer. I was like, oh, there it is. I should have just read the manual. I understand, I suck at my job, I'm sorry. But then I was on the races. I was making music. I was like, okay, cool. Once I decided to start selling my music on Bandcamp, which was probably the worst decision I've ever made. That site, nobody ever sees it. I should have just paid to get on Spotify and all that stuff, but I never did, and I make almost nothing on my music, and it's a painful part of my existence. But like once I did that, I bought Reason, because I was like, okay, I'm now making money, I gotta pay for this actual, no pirating shit. So I bought Reason 5? No, 9. I pirated 5 and then I bought 9 and I'm ethical now, and then eventually they update it and I bought 11 again. So I hate monthly fees first. I like a one-time thing, but there's only 2 programs that have a one-time fee forever, and that's FL Studio and Logic Pro. Logic needs a Mac. Macs are terrible. I don't know how you even live with yourself. So that has me in a place right now where I'm using Reason 11. There's Reason 13 out, and I could be upgrading that, but I don't love Reason. And here's my first reason to leave it. Whenever I search for best DAWs, top 10 DAWs, I read articles, I watch videos, I see them all. There's never anyone puts Reason top anything ever. Reason has to be the worst DAW ever, and it's the only one I use. I suck at this.
Fire inside you, burning of inquiry. Where did we come from? Courageous fragility.
So here's a recent song I made in Reason. Here's the sequencer, all the stuff. Here's some singing over here. I don't love getting around. Like, I'm used to the scroll wheel going side to side, and you can't do that unless you if you hold shift, now you can scroll. But zooming in, you think, oh, that's easy, right? No, you can't zoom in unless you use this thing. So like if your playhead is here, then you have to like drag this way over and you lose where you are, and you're like, okay, I'm in on the playhead. It's really annoying, and I think in Reason 13 they fixed this, but that means I have to keep paying you lots of money. Reason's strength is really like this rack seems to be cool for the grandfathers who used like physical items like this, and they like, oh, this is so sweet. When you press tab, you go around, there's all these cables. Oh man, remember that? It's like, no, I don't remember that. Nobody does, no one cares. I don't know what all these little things, oh, if I would have used this plug. See, I just lost my cord. Where did it go? Music making can be so complicated. Like there's just so many of these things that you can plug in to this, and then modulation. Like a lot of newer programs are simpler, and I don't need this nonsense in my life. This is not a benefit to me. This is a nightmare. So recently I've been trying Bitwig out. Open my song Kitten Dome, you know what I mean? Is it even opening? Where is it? Oh God, I hate you so much. How come it didn't open it? There it is. That took a while. That was way too long, but okay. I'm getting used to, like, it was almost love at first sight, just trying this. I don't know, I like the sounds. It seems like if you want to shape your sound and get any sound you want, Bitwig is like class leading. Like they just have so many modulation things that you can affect the way your sound sounds. As I play the ghetto-ass beat that I just made in Bitwig in the background, one tip I have, if you're looking for a DAW, search for the feature you think you're gonna need, because don't just assume it's gonna have it. I just realized that Bitwig does not have the auto-tune that my voice needs. My voice sounds like a starving baby walrus, and it needs all the help it can get. So Bitwig does not do that, and that's painful. You need third-party plugins. They say you can use this built-in pitch shifter, but I clicked this video and it's just like shifting a piano key a certain octave and it's not even close to auto-tune. So we're in Bitwig here and there's no vocals because hot damn, there's no auto-tune. So don't just assume, oh yeah, it'll probably have it. It does not. Definitely thinking of switching over to Bitwig. I have the 30-day trial now. We'll see, we'll explore it. I was just using Logic Pro on the Mac and I actually really liked it. I liked it more than Reason. There was just a lot of things built in that you just like, you can, all the equalizers, you can just like select them for each track, whereas Reason's a little different. It looks weird and it's not the same, you need an effect. But Logic is only for Macs, and Mac users are criminals. I think we can all agree with that, so it's not even an option. But when it comes to picking a DAW, you have to know that most of them cost something, and then if you want to update that, you're going to pay again at some point. That annoys me. Some are more annoying than others. Like Cubase, they punish you if you don't upgrade every single time. Because if you're upgrading to 14 from 13, it's like 150 bucks. If you're upgrading from 12, it's like $289. So it's like, great, man, that's basically a monthly fee. Like for video editing, I use DaVinci Resolve. It's a one-time fee, done. Whereas a lot of people use Premiere Pro, you end up spending like $20,000 over your lifetime instead of the $300 for the one program. So it sucks, but whenever I see these top 10 lists, it seems to be everyone's saying the same thing. Logic Pro's really good. FL Studio, a lot of hip hop producers, they're still using that. There's no others. Bitwig is somewhat making it into the scene. Cubase, there's Studio One, which has a terrible fee system, and Reason is never there. So like, I feel stupid using it now. Like it's an obvious choice to never use. No one ever uses it. The Odd Guy, I just watched one. They interviewed like 100 producers and none of them said Reason, and then at the end there was credits, extra people you've never heard of, and there was one Reason user. He has 600 subscribers, like my level. He uses Reason. That's great. But my only real advice is just try some trials. Just spend some time, watch your tutorials. It takes a lot of time to be switching and learning all this stuff that you're gonna throw away at some point. But like, you spend some time and then one will feel right to you. It'll just feel right. It has to be the feeling, and then the cost, it'll come, man. That's an investment. You put it into yourself, you'll get it back somewhat, maybe. For me, what I'm looking for is the best with stock plugins and sounds. I'm not going to buy extra VSTs. It has to be the best program that's all-encompassing when you buy it. You buy the best package available for that. For FL Studio, you get that full edition that's the most expensive, and then you never buy anything ever again. That's my mindset. I don't want to be searching, because how many VSTs are available? Like 300,000 of them? And you can, I'll just choose through the best of these 300,000. I hate too many options of anything. Just give me a program, have all the best sounds, So let me know your best DAW and why you chose it. Does it have amazing stock plugins and you never need anything extra external? Let me know down below, and that is my rant for today. Thank you for learning absolutely nothing. I don't know what this was even about. I'll leave now. Subscribe for more.